Welcome back to SPX 2014. I am Rusty.
I'm Joe.
I am RM Rhodes, usually pronounced Matt.
That's one way to
Surprisingly.
pronounce it. Yeah. So Matt, what brings you to SPX this year?
This year, SPX actually has a couple things for me. Obviously the table, being able to sell my stuff, that's always a good thing. I also brought the sound equipment for the prom last night, and I brought the DJ, so that that was part of my contribution to SPX.
Absolutely.
And I also contributed the SPX Google Good Eats map, which they made a print out of, which I thought was actually pretty cool.
Oh,
That's right,
yes.
Yeah.
So, do you have any new comics this year that you're debuting, or?
Yeah, I actually have 3 new comics this year. One of them is a book called Venezia, which is a photo comic about Venice. We were in Venice, and I took a whole bunch of pictures with my iPhone. I was like, I can make a comic out of this. There you go.
Boom.
And then I made a small comic about a guy trying to make a comic and failing spectacularly, which I thought could be pertinent to the
Sure.
show.
Absolutely.
And-
So many can associate.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other book that I brought this year was a 164-page porn anthology. It's taken me 5 years to put together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's it took
So
me a long time.
how did you know when you were done with that?
It was actually at the end of last year show. I was like, you know what? I put too many books on the table this year. I just need to focus on one book.
Yeah.
It's almost done. I just had to get it relettered, and I just had to put it out there. And when I say it take me 5 years, like I'd go work with one artist and get that book done or that story done. It would sit. I'd do another one. It would sit. And it would do another one. It would sit. So it's taking me 5 years to put it all together. And I'm like, you know what? I want to get this stuff off my hard drive and into print so I can actually do something with it. You know?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it grows and grows and grows, and you finally have to just cut it off and say,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what?
like I'm done.
Now we actually have to get this out into the world.
Exactly. I was like, I want to get this out. I want to have people see it. I'm sick of being like, yeah, I totally made this stuff that you can't see.
Right.
That's
This theoretical anthology.
exactly. So I've been telling people I'm doing this anthology, and they're like, sure you are. So this year I was like, here it is.
All right. So, how did you get involved with the prom?
So what happened was a funny story. So Tony Breed had said, I'm going to be doing the prom. And my wife, who is a DJ, said, hey, Tony, we've got a rig, we've got a speaker system. Do you need us to bring it? So that we don't have to bring it from Chicago, you don't have to rent it while you're here. We're going to be at SPX anyway, so we can just bring it up. And Tony's like, yeah, why don't you do that? And then, by the way, why don't you just DJ too? And Shannon was like, sure, okay. So, that's pretty much how I got roped into it. She's been a dance floor DJ she was a dance floor DJ for 7 years, and my job was to be the roadie. So I had one job, and that was by the end of the night, I had to be sober enough to drive home.
That's the important thing.
That's the important thing. And so she could drink all night long, and I could be like, okay, I'm ready to, at midnight, if I stopped drinking by midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, I'd be sober by 2:30. And so I could get as blasted as I wanted to, as long as I stopped drinking at 12:30.
So, considering this is SPX, I'm guessing that the driving part didn't really come into consideration.
No, absolutely not. I didn't have to worry about that. I had to worry about being awake long enough to put the rig away at the end of the night. So at the end of the night,
Different responsibility,
different
but still.
responsibility, yeah. So I was quite drunk at the end of the night, but it was more sleep deprivation than anything else. And it's just, okay, I think we set the land speed record for putting the rig away and everything like that.
Nice.
So, what has the reaction been that you've seen to the prom?
Oh, the prom was phenomenal. It was just amazing last night. Just being there, the energy of it was phenomenal. I've seen some crazy dancers, and in my time, I saw some of the craziest ones last night. Did you see the couple doing the interpretive dance? They were chasing each other around the room.
I did not.
see that.
Sounds unbelievable.
Yeah, they were going for an hour and a half, 2 hours. They left and they came back and they went for another hour. They were amazing. It was just insane. They had at one point there was a circle and people were dancing in the middle of the circle. A guy would come out and do something and come back. And the next
That was great. I was there for that.
Yeah, that kept happening. That happened 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
It was just insane. And I didn't think that people had that much energy in them, but I keep forgetting that most of the people at SPX who are cartoonists are 20 years younger than I am. So,
That's true.
I think to myself, I'm an old fogey. I wouldn't do that. It's like, well, of course you would. That's not why the prom's there for. It's not for you. It's for somebody else. So, anyway.
Did you yourself have a good time?
Oh, I had a blast. It was great.
That's great.
Yeah, it was a good time. It's good to see people. It's fun to see people outside the workplace, so to speak.
Yeah.
In there, when I talk to people, it's like, yeah, I'm working. It's good to see you, but there's a guy who wants to buy my book, so you got to stand aside.
Right.
At the prom, it's like, yeah, I just want to drink. I just want to drink and hang out with my friends.
Well, that's something that is, kind of unique to SPX among other shows, is that the off-work hours take place in the same place.
Yeah, absolutely.
As the work hours.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a networking event as much as it is anything else, but the networking has to take sidestep to the commerce. We want the commerce to happen, and the networking is kind of there's nobody else here, so I might as well talk to you kind of thing.
Right.
So
So how's the show been for you this weekend?
Show was very good. Made table yesterday, so today's been all
Nice.
gravy. And today's a little lighter than it was yesterday, but overall I can't complain.
Very cool.
Pretty good stuff.
Now, how did you get involved with making the food map, the glorious food map?
Okay, so there's a funny story behind that. A couple years ago, I'd say like 3-4 years ago, Brian Heater was on Inkstuds, and he was complaining about the fact that there was no good food in North Bethesda. And I was like, you are wrong.
Completely.
Yeah, so I went out and I set up a Google map, and I went and I cataloged everything. I went all the way down to Hank Diedel's bar, which is at the far end of, south end of North Bethesda, and I went all the way up to where the Enneman's Bakery is, the outlet store. I said, that's, in my mind, that's the artificial North Bethesda line. And I said, cataloged everything in between there. I was like, look, there's all the food in North Bethesda. You cannot tell me there's no good food in North Bethesda. I grew up in this area, and I went to high school down the road from here, so I know that there's good food here. And I was just like, I feel obligated to not let people go to Chili's. Friends don't let friends go to Chili's.
They don't, or they shouldn't.
They shouldn't, really.
Yeah, I own that T-shirt. It's very important. I wear that.
Yeah, a little part of my soul died every time I saw somebody like, I settled for Chili's at Small Press Expo. I was like, dude, come on.
Never.
Get on the metro, go up one stop. There's a ton of stuff up there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned Hank Diedel's.
Yeah.
We just read an article in the paper about Hank Diedel's.
Yeah.
Hank
Very
Diedel's
surprising origin.
has apparently been around for like 100 years.
Yep.
They actually have the first beer and wine license, I think it was.
Yeah, so the first liquor license in Montgomery County.
Yeah,
Number one. It's
their
0001.
license number is 001. They are the first licensed bar in Montgomery County, which is pretty awesome.
It is.
And
pretty
they're
awesome.
still around.
And they're still around. Yeah, it's just this weird little rinky-dink bar that you would drive past and be like, oh, that's cool looking. Never gave it a second thought. But
Yeah, but it looks like a bar that would grow up in a place that's just fields and cows. Which is
Exactly,
exactly
yeah.
what this area is. It was all fields and cows.
it's insane.
Yeah, it really is insane. So, I keep telling people, you should go down to Hank Diedel's. And they're like, where's that? I was like, oh, it's about a mile down the road that way.
Sometimes I miss the cows.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, not
No.
every day.
Not every day, but,
There were problems, but
it's funny, when Walter Johnson first was built here, the high school, across the street was cows. And so for a long time, their mascot was Mighty Moo, which was a cow, because they were across the street from a cow pasture. Now it's 270, but, at one
Well,
point-
No more cows. They've
No
been
more
flattened
cows.
by asphalt.
Exactly.
just over time, they just flattened
Over
about.
time.
Now, if someone is interested in purchasing your books or learning more about them, where could they go?
They would go to a couple of different places. The easiest place to find me is Olethros. That's OLETHEROS at Twitter. And then I've got a couple of Tumblr accounts. I've got RM Rhodes at Tumblr, which is primarily where you're going to find most of my stuff. And then I've also got a heavy metal blog where I've been blogging Heavy Metal Magazine. It's called heavymetalmagazine.tumblr. It's like real super creative. And basically what that is, I have my dad's heavy metal collection, and so I've been reading it and like posting 12 pages from each issue, one a page a day.
Nice.
And so yeah, it's something different, a little different than what I'm doing. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm doing these days.
Very cool.
Fantastic. Before you go, would you like to answer a mystery question?
I would love to answer.
Yes.
this.
All right, let's do it.
Quarter for you.
Oh, I get to put in the quarter.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a rinky-dink operation. You got to put the quarter in yourself.
We don't have the staff for somebody to do it.
No, heavens no.
No.
You don't have the scantily clad girl?
No.
The scantily clad boy?
Coming next year.
Or Rusty. We'll do it.
Or it'll be me, yeah.
Scantily clad Rusty?
Yeah.
Much more affordable.
It'll be our last SPX, guys.
Whoa. He got a prize?
You got a prize.
Guys, I got a monkey stamp.
Monkey stamp.
Sweet.
Holy crap.
That's a pretty good prize.
Yeah, I'm going to sign all my books with monkey stamp.
Oh, crap. We just changed the game here at SPX, guys.
We're flipping the script, y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Monkey stamp.
I think it actually has. Does this have purple ink? I hope it has. It has purple
Looks like
ink.
it. Oh, man.
Oh, come on now.
It has purple
How
ink.
perfect.
That's awesome.
It was meant to be.
Yes.
Monkey stamp.
Purple monkey stamp.
Right,
Purple
at that.
monkey stamp.
Purple monkey stamp was the name of my high school band.
I was gonna say that's an awesome band name.
Excellent band
Yeah,
name.
and it was. We were a terrible band.
But a
well,
great name.
I know how that goes.
Well, Matt, pronounced RM Rhodes, or vice versa.
Vice versa.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very
appreciate it.
much
and
for having me.
enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, absolutely will. It's great to see you guys.
Take care.